But as we gather tonight as the invitation of the IVC to celebrate one of the main partners of all of us in this community, the IHMs, it is a joyful occasion. And I open by recalling the words of a good friend, active member of IVC, John Cosgrove. And he often says to me, aren't you glad that God loves you so much that you don't get an advanced copy of the script? There are lessons to be learned from the past that can indeed influence and impact and open us to the future. If anyone has understood that, it is the wonderful Immaculate Heart of Mary sisters.
Well, central to our lives as IHM is our commitment to sharing the unconditional, redeeming love of Jesus. And we do that in solidarity with those we serve. And we understand that as the opportunity we have to defend, to stand with, to empower those who are denied their full human dignity.
The IHM sisters are all about service and all about spirituality, and that's what they've built their whole community on, is service to others, whether it's in teaching, whether it's in hospital work, whether it's in social work. They connect the actual work with God's will.
We commit ourselves to community. That speaks for itself. And also to justice. The IHMs and the IVC community are very much alike in their shared values, community and service and justice. And relationships are everything. Whoever wants to come and whoever wants to be part of our community, they're always welcome.
The IVC has presented this community with many opportunities to express love for each other with all the various programs, many of which are spearheaded by the sisters in their work, many of which touch our lives each day in this community, from the Friends of the Poor to the work of St. Joseph Center. So many programs that they have instituted and have sustained in such a way that they go forward because they are still needed.
It's our desire to serve the world, to be in the midst of the world, sharing both our giftedness and our vulnerability. And we do that in solidarity with the people we meet, the people who may be in need and the people who may not be in need.
It's a very welcoming place, and I hope it always continues to be. Because we're in a state now where we really don't know where the future is going to go for our sisters. If we don't get vocations to our congregation, it won't die. It will continue with the charism and their core values that we have. Respect for all people, diversity, rootedness in God and relationships with others.
So it feels like it's one complete circle, that we volunteer at the places that the sisters started, but then we go back to the IHM Center to focus on the spiritual connection between what we do with our volunteer work and what we connect with our faith.
They've had more of an impact throughout our entire corner of God's garden than we realize. And it is so wonderful and such a joyful thing for IVC to acknowledge the extraordinary role that they play in our community, because together they only enlarge the work of both in a way that all of us should pause and give thanks to God.
Now, we value the many ways that IVC works in the community of Scranton and also works among and with our sponsored institutions, Friends of the Poor, St. Joseph Center, and Nativity Miguel. And as you work in those organizations, you bring those values. You bring those values so beautifully to the people you serve, whether those people are adults or whether they're children. Your engagement with us helps our sponsored works, helps us, and helps you to do what is at the very heart of our mission. And we are so grateful for this collaborative partnership we have been experiencing with you. It has been a great, great blessing, and we look forward to more of it in the years ahead.
First thing Ignatius said is, God is in it all. And I love that, because you're not alone. God's with you in it all. There has to be more freedom, feeling free within ourselves to be who we are, not who we think people want us to be who we are. That's so important.
So yes, aren't you glad God loves you so much that you don't get an advance copy of the script? Isn't there enough to do right now? God bless the IHMs and what they do. Thank them for what they have done, what they do inspire, and how they encourage all of us to go out and do our part to share God's unconditional love for all people.